Hey YouTubers, Callie Spinner here, and today I'm going to be reviewing my top 5 favorite hula hoops. If you don't know already, I'm a hooper and I love hooping. So today I'm going to just go over and review my top 5 favorite hoops. Let's get started. Number 5 is my 36 inch, I don't know if I can even get it in frame, my big 36-inch hoop. It is 3/4 tubing. It's hdpe. And I love this hoop. I got it in a trade because I had been hooping over 2 years and I was having a little bit of trouble with leg hooping and like duck outs, and so I decided I really needed a larger hoop to do that with, and I had 32 inch and smaller. I knew another hooper who had this hoop and she wanted to downsize to a smaller hoop, and so I was like, let's trade. It's great when things work out. Anyway, so I got this hoop and it's been amazing ever since. I've really stepped up my leg hooping game. You know, I can get my leg out, back in, get the hoop back up to my waist. I learned how to make the hoop go from the floor up to my chest, and I can go back down. The bigger the hoop, the slower the rotation, so that makes this hoop a great thing to have in your collection. Another reason it's great to have in your collection is because quite often people want to play with my hoops and I don't want them to get discouraged. If you have your professional hoops with you and they're, say, 28 inches or 30 inches and they're Polypro and super light, I mean, they're going to put it around their waist and it's going to fall down and they're going to get frustrated and they're going to say, I can't hoop, and that's going to be it. But if you get them this giant hoop that's considered a beginner's hoop, I don't want to call it a beginner's hoop though, because I still use it every day. I mean, I don't think I'll ever stop using it, so it's not for beginning, it's a lifetime. Anyway, so yeah, this is a great hoop to have to share with friends and anybody else who wants to try it. So this is an awesome hoop. On to number 4. Number 4 is my 21-inch minis. There's 2 hoops here, but I use them both at once, so I'm gonna count them as one. These are, like I said, 21 inches. They're hdpe, 5/8 size tubing. They are covered in Indigo Sunrise tape, which is amazing. It's like unicorns and fairies, and I love that. Another reason I like these hoops is because they're dual purpose. Anything dual purpose, give it to me now. I like things that I can just tote around one of. I have another set of 21-inch minis, but and although beautiful, they don't light up. I want things that light up. I like to glow. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I like to glow, and these hoops are magic. When you turn them on, let me show you. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Oh, the beauty. So they look like unicorns. And who doesn't love unicorns? If you don't love unicorns, I don't know what's wrong with you. Anyway, these hoops are great. They're great for performing. They look fantastic on stage, day or night. I've used them in performances and people will just rave about them. They tell me what how pretty they are, and how hypnotizing they are. My favorite trick to do with these hoops in particular is the buzzsaw, and if you go on my Instagram at callie.spinner, you can see me doing that trick. In particular, someone took a long exposure shot of me doing it, and it's probably one of my favorite hoop pictures of all times. On to number 3. Number 3 is gonna be my twins. These are my doubles. I call them Ariel. You'll see why in a second. But they are also dual purpose. I love dual purpose. They come in this beautiful translucent Purple Polypro. So they are Polypro, which is a little bit more fragile than hdpe, but lightweight, more springy, lots of positives with it as well. These were custom made for me by Sandy over at Santana Hoops. They are just gorgeous. They since they are LEDs, these make great festival hoops because you go during the day, you have a beautiful purple hoop, you're spinning, you're having a great time, and then at night, let's get magic. So, let's see. Are you ready? Because, I mean, I'm not ready. I'm always ready, what am I saying? Anyway, you see? That's why I call them Ariel, because don't they make you think of the Little Mermaid? Anyway, I'm going to be using these in an upcoming performance, and I don't even think like I need to be on the stage because the hoops are just amazing by themselves. Don't you think? Anyway, they have what's called ribbon LEDs in them. So these leave the sickest trails. I mean, this just like makes your eyes go wow. Everyone loves them, and I definitely do. They're lightweight. They're just a great size. They're 29 inches, 5/8 tubing. And like I said, Sandy custom made them for me. It was just like it was something I really wanted for a festival, so it just worked out that, you know, we came up with this concept together, and, you know, I was really, really happy with the outcome. So on to number two. Number two. Well, number two and number one were really close tie, but ended up with going with my beautiful handy dandy travel hoop as number two. It's 30 inches when put together. It's 3/4 inch tubing, and it comes in the Medusa colored tubing. So, and it's that color shifting Polypro. As you can see, it really shines in the light, and that's just the light from my window. It's really, really simple to put together, and it has saved my ass so many times. Like when I've been traveling, I went to England, and the shops are super tiny, and before, when I've gone, I've had hoops coiled up to my bag, and I'm bumping into things and whatever, and you know, it's kind of a hassle, so it's almost like you don't want to take a hoop with you, even though I take a hoop with me everywhere I go. This just made life like a million times easier. So it just snaps together in 4 different sections, and you see it just goes together like that. And when it's all together, you have a beautiful 30-inch great hoop that you can play with all afternoon, or wherever you are. You hear some live music, you're on the street, just throw this sucker together, just start jamming out, and then when you're done, take it apart, wrap it back up, you're ready to go. And let me mention that my boyfriend, this is his favorite hoop because he carries all my hoops. So, you know, it fits in his rucksack. So he says, you know, this is like life-changing for him since he's the one toting him around all the time. But, you know, he's sweet, so hey, babe. Number one. My number one favorite hoop. Anytime anybody like grabs this hoop, like a little twinge in my heart, you know. Anyway, number one is my 28-inch hdpe 5/8 Galactic gecko. It is a reflective hoop, so it's like extra shiny, and I love anything that glows. I know I've said that, but like, I just do like to glow. What's wrong with that, right? This is what I like to call a stunner hoop. When I go out into public and I hoop with this hoop, people like look at it and they just think like, wow, like it's really beautiful. And I've had them come up to me, ask me where I've got it. This is the one I get the most, I would say comments, but it's like I have the most people approach me when I use this hoop, just because I think that they're really curious where I got it, because you won't see this tape or anything on hoops you would get like at your local Walmart or Big Five or any sporting goods store, because there's some hoops out there that you can get, but they don't have like this awesome tape that just like glows during the day. I mean, this hoop is ridiculously shiny. You can see how much it's reflecting off of just the light from my window, and that's, I mean, that's nothing compared to how it reflects with an actual light on it. So I did bring out a flashlight. You won't be able to see the full effect like you would if it was dark, but like I said, windows open, it's daytime, kind of hard to do. But you can go on Santana Hoops website, santanahoops.com, or find them on Etsy, and you can see the long exposure shots of them at night and what it looks like, and it's fire. I mean, like, this hoop just shines like orange and green, and it's like unbelievably beautiful. And anyway, so I brought a light so you can see. Let's get that. There we go. You see that shine? You see how like freakishly bright that is? I mean, it's like kind of hurting my eyes. It's awesome. Anyway, so since it's got a layer of reflective tape, and then it's got Galactic Gecko over it, the Morph Galactic Gecko, and it shows up really, really well on camera, day or night. If it's night and you have your flash on, you're gonna see all that reflective in the video. If you're recording, you won't see it as you're hooping. You'll see it shine and be bright, but you won't see the actual reflective until you look back at the video, and then you'll be really, really surprised. If you've never seen reflective hoops, I suggest you check them out on other YouTube videos, or you can check out my channel. I have some stuff up there as well, or check out my Instagram. I'll drop everything below. Another reason I like this hoop is it's because of the different layers of tape and it being hdpe. It's a really nice weight. It's like it's my favorite because of the weight and size, and well, it's my favorite because of the weight, the size, the color. I mean, it's all those things, but the weight it's just really well balanced, which makes like chest rolls super, super easy. You know, anything basically. Doing breaks it's a good size for that. It's a good size for chest rolls. It's a good size. It's a good weight. Because it's well balanced. Doing palm spins and hand spins are really, really easy, and it's light enough to I can be pretty fast with it. But the other thing that I really like about the size is that it makes it really convenient to take with me places. Like if I'm just going, you know, in my car somewhere, I can just toss this in. I don't need to break it down, coil it up, anything like that. I can just toss it in the car, and nobody has to sit with like the hoop over their head and all that. Like, I mean, if you're a hooper and your friends know the struggle, because the struggle is real. I mean, priorities, people. We gotta take our hoops. Anyway, it's so bright. It just shows up well, like I said, in all videos, day or night. There is some hoops that I have. Like, I have this beautiful yellow hoop that's got this gorgeous pearl finish, and although I love it, and I think it looks beautiful in person. The sun shines on it. It just doesn't show up well in videos, especially against a light background. You almost can't even see it, and it's kind of, I mean, you want to be able to show off your beautiful hoop, but you also want people to be able to see what you're doing. So, I mean, that's the whole point, right? So yeah, this is my number one, and this is my babe. This is bae. I mean, this is like my honey pie. So thank you for watching. And what's your favorite size and why? Like, what's your favorite hoop? Tell me about your favorite hoops. What color, size, tape? Where'd you get it? Who'd you get it from? Who made it? Did you make it yourself? I used to make hoops myself, so let me know. I'll leave all the specs of these hoops down below, and links to Santana Hoops, my Instagram. You can see all these hoops in action. These are my most frequently used hoops, so you'll see that. Yeah, and then, I just wanted to mention about the travel hoop. If you are interested in the travel hoop, I did 2 reviews of the travel hoops. They're on my channel. Just check them out. One's called Travel Hoop Review, and one's Travel Hoop Review Update. So yeah, just check those out if you're interested in getting those. So thank you for watching. If you got any other suggestions for videos, let me know. Hit me up. I'd really appreciate it, since, I mean, I just talk about hoops. Talk about hoops all day, though. Anyway, thanks for watching. Happy hooping.